go and demand for a human resource plan for the country. One, does Uganda have an HR plan and target? If you filter this, so how many doctors, specialized and general, do you want trained over the next 5 years? The debate last year in Parliament was failure of interns to be blessed. And the country only needed a few billions to bless them. So do we have an HR target of engineers, of teachers, of all manner of skills that will plan for it and then put their resources to have them? That's what the young tigers did. They had a strict HR target and devoted the money to achieving it over a period of time targeted. That's our plan. That's our goal. Question what you are doing, where you meet in the sectoral meetings. Proceed. We have talked about the objectives, to produce appropriate, knowledgeable, skilled, and ethical labor force with strong emphasis on science and technology. Whether we're doing that, heavens can tell. Proceed down. One of the things we have seen up, just a bit, is promote to improve population health, safety, and management. You cannot claim to be improving population health. People health committee, go and question if that is part of your target in human capital development. How many health workers are targeted for recruitment this financial year? Next financial year? If we're committed in achieving that, what are the key questions you ask? So you have this program objective in human capital development. Are you putting resources in training key skills and ensuring that those are trained and deployed? You cannot believe that in Uganda we have that problem. You have undeployed doctors looking for green pastures because they're not deployed. But that's our goal. Down. 6 is public sector transformation. We're targeting to address poor performance, low accountability for results, and satisfactory work ethic in the public sector. And the causes are poor accountability systems and undue focus on processes rather than results. Now that's very important. Look at 01. The representative of the opposition, you saw a circular from the chairperson of Rules and Discipline to all of us, asking us to make suggestions on amendments to the rules. If you look at the issue of poor accountability systems and undue focus on processes rather than results, we have an issue there to the opposition because we had accountability committees. I will come and suggest to you that we go and cause an amendment to introduce another committee of value for money. Those of you who have been on these committees will completely know the problem. Over the span of the year, we can only do full accountability, that nobody follows value for money. And accountability is one thing on paper. The author general approved, yes, money was received, money was well spent, tick. That's it. Nobody has gone to check what was that money utilized for. It's still on the ground. Look, we need a multi-purpose committee but targeting value for money. A lot of the noise about abuse of funds because of don't follow. Somebody picks $1 billion shillings and puts up a 2-room toilet. And then is given a good deal of health by the outside general. So on paper, they don't have any questions. The opinion by the outside general is a good deal of health. Unqualified. So you say, okay, the audits are okay. So there's someone for us there as part of public sector transformation. So in a nutshell, the programs look good and smart, but we're talking about their possibility in delivering a sound system that works for everyone. Move down. Now, if you look at the program objectives, streamline government structures and institutions for efficient and effective service delivery. Now, the ongoing rationalization is anchored on that belief that government structure needs to be streamlined. And we are seeing so many entities being aligned to be taken back to their mother ministries. The big question is, are the ministries themselves functional? Give an example. We are taking back NFA to the Ministry of Water and Environment. But the report from the ministry, is the ministry functional? We were in a meeting yesterday in the Committee of Finance, and the member asked whether if you take 2 dead bodies in the mortuary, they resurrect. So you're taking you're taking a dead agency to a dead ministry. So what is the expectation? A stench of 2 dead bodies. So you have these beautiful paper tigers that will yield nothing. So we want to deepen decentralization and citizen participation development. Then you think about the famous Narima motion. So how do you deepen decentralization when contracts are issued by State House on that famous blue paper? And you're saying you want to deepen decentralization? Because in deepening it, you want to create greater autonomy for all governments, that they can determine their destiny. But you are issuing contracts in the corridor of State House. That's why you are. Proceed down. Let's go to the next program. The next program is community mobilization and mindset change. And our goal is to empower families, communities, and citizens to embrace national values and actively participate in sustainable development. And why? Because we want to reduce the independence syndrome, a high selfish tendency leading to corruption, short-sightedness. Now you have glasses, I'm not short-sighted. A low sense of nationalism and patriotism, a weak community development function, inability to nurture innovations. Now that sounds more rhetoric and sloganeering. So how do we empower families and communities when you are being failed to organize AOC elections? Small things that empower communities, like determining their leaders. First things first. You want to empower communities, but you're disempowering them by disabling their ability to choose who leads them at the basic village level. But anyway, that is the program. If things is doable and probable, the jury is out there for you to make the choice. Get down. And our objectives there is strengthen institutional capacity of central, local governments, non-state actors for effective mobilization of communities. But non-state actors are the civil society groups that are being hunted and haunted. Are we together? If you ask, Julius will tell you what now to need to survive other than NGO. You know? But that's our target. When you ask Genota Fide, the Minister of Internal Affairs, will tell you they must know there is a government. They are not state actors. They must comply. Comply to what? To illegality? But that's why we are. Those are the targets, those are the objectives. Reduce negative cultural practices and attitudes. But of course, to do that, you must reduce the prevalence of negative government and government actions. But go down. Those are the program results targeted in that program. They are telling us that we shall then increase media coverage over national programs. When they say national programs, media coverage increase. I think they're targeting the presidency being covered for free by all media houses by decree. Nothing more. Because media houses are not breathing. They have a knee on their necks. They're not free to communicate. Haven't you heard of the opposition being thrown out of media houses by decree? By an RDC, an old man of inconsequential state actors. Let's go down. But the other problem is sustainable development of petroleum resources. We all know our goal is to attain equitable value from petroleum resources and inspire economic development in a timely and sustainable manner. Before even the first drop of oil is out, the sector is burdened with corruption. The way contracts are awarded. The other day, I saw the Honorable Fortunate Rose Nantong with a petition from our community because when the pipeline did not pass, the community has been undervalued, their resources abused, their land taken for a song, but that is our goal. So where are the real people in these programs targeted? So this petroleum sector is turning out to be a sector of hyenas and their accomplices. Unless the opposition probably makes the next big step and hold this from happening. Otherwise, an oil curse is on the horizon. But somebody say oil is not a curse. But we have cursed leaders, not oil. So the opposition must rise to the occasion and refocus and repurpose the way people are trying to these particular sectors and defend especially the participation of citizens. I pity the Honorable Nsamba that had crafted the famous local content bill. I think you are targeting citizen participation in such sectors.
Frustrated.
You are frustrated. Don't die. You need to rethink it. You need to rethink it. That's part of what we need to do to our people, to crawl back on overbearing state and other accomplices in the state system. Move down, sir. The program is there, objectives, one fast-track sustainable production and utilization of the country's oil and gas resources, certain policy, legal, and the regulatory framework, as well as the social capacity of oil and gas industry. But remember, the laws are not accessible. To access any document or contract of any nature in this sector is quicker to go to Mars than accessing that document. So where you have no transparency, you cannot talk about sustainability. Sustainability is an outcome of a transparency system. The oil will be depleted, but the outcomes of the oil production will not be sustainable. Down. Go down. Move down, 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 down. That's another sector, manufacturing. Some of these sectors are cross-cutting. Programs, are cross-cutting. The issues being addressed are lack of requisite infrastructure, weak SMEs in the industrial sector, inadequate lack use of appropriate technology in the sector, and others. The goal is to increase product range and scale of goods produced for import replacement and improve terms of trade.